Welcome to Cough Up 25 Productions. We're here in Aberdeen, Virginia at the historical landmarks. U.S. District Judge Robert Hughes, District Judge, 1874 to 1898. And here's the old fencing from the 1800s. And my family is right over there. In Virginia, here's the gate. Got a Confederate soldier. Let's see what we got here. Captain Alex McCall King. Okay. Fort Duslick, Georgia, February 15th of 1865, age 24. His wife, Confederate Army captain, age 24. Wow. We got Robert Owens, Masons. Died June 26, 1898. We got a Martha A. Oprah, 1839 to 1907. I wonder if this whole gate will close. Nope. Well, we tried. Boy, she's bent. Okay. We got a Captain Miller, U.S. Confederate soldier, born 1825, died 1906. He lived a good life. We got another one, Captain. They were both captains. Amelia M. Miller, wife of a Confederate soldier. She died in 1907. He died in 1906. Confederate soldier right behind him, too. Colonel Hopkins. Died 1875. He died in Gettysburg. 1839 is when he was born. And he had three wives and one kid. We got some Campbells. David A. F. Campbell, 1860 to 1932. And we got a big graveyard right here, all historic, 1800s. We got a Reverend, 1883. Just remember in your mind that some of these people have been forgotten, and our job on YouTube is to make sure they're not forgotten and make sure that, you know, everything's still intact and that we love history. That's one thing we do love. And we just got to make sure that a lot of these people, and it's not going to be forgotten. We got two Confederate soldiers, Thompson and Mitchell, Lieutenant. Cosby, 1843 to 1923. He lived a good life. Civil War. And we just got to realize, you know, when we die, we are going to be forgotten. It's a proven fact. But while you're alive, if you can make history, do it. Because I guarantee you, once you make the history books, you won't be forgotten. And people like me will come along and say, oh, he was a YouTuber. And, 1,500 subscribers, that ain't bad. Here's a bald one. Related to Melody Baldwin. We're going to walk on to the edge over here, and then we're going to come back this way. Let's go. Meanwhile, we'll take a venture in this old graveyard. Look at there. There's no fence. And the one I'm looking for has been forgotten. He's related to the historical family on my side, Leslie Caulfield. Leslie Caulfield was my grandpa's cousin. And he got shot by protecting President Truman. You already know the story. He's buried in Washington, D.C. He gets visited by every president from today. No kidding. But back then, all the family came. Now, they don't. But the presidents keep him alive because he protected the President of the United States. There's all that. Arnett. His family right there started Arnett Clinic. His family was a doctor in Lafayette, Indiana. They moved from Virginia, his brother did, to Lafayette and started Arnett Clinic. And I'll blow it up. You ready? Here's the real reason right here. Arnett. His family started, and they put their money into it to start the Arnett Clinic in Lafayette, Indiana. There's a lot of historical names in here. Robinson, for one. Robinson's Free Service and grocery store. There's so much of his story in this, it's been forgotten. What we got here? Fresh flowers. Clapp is his name. Frank and Buck Hill, Walnut Grove, and other Presbyterian churches. And, okay, look at there. Ooh, see? Told you, historical. We've got a cop over here. Thank you for your service, sir. 1925 to June 12th, 1995. And it's the same marker, and he was in World War II. And he was also a cop. This one over here, Chesterfield County cop in Virginia. And his name is James Jr. And he was a cop just as well. See? A lot of historical markers in here. People forget about them. But we're not. As long as you're a viewer, we're not. We got a Webster. We started Webster's Diner down in Kingsport. Yeah, we got a lot of family plots. Let's go over this one. That looks like it's about ready to crumble and fall. Uh-oh. Look what I found. I just almost walked over it. Look at this. You'll never see that no more. Look at that. All rock. Wow. Okay. No name. See, people forget about people. And what makes you sad is when you die, you are going to be forgotten. But people like me on YouTube are not going to be forgotten. Frank Smith. Well. We're ready to William W. Smith up there in Williamsport, Indiana. 1884 to 1928. This is his brother that started Williamsport, along with my great-grandpa, John Aces Caulfield. Lula. Zula Marie, look, Zula Marie Smith. Zula Marie Caulfield. That's who she's named after. Now I found it. Now the story's completed. Alright, look at all this. Wow. (1873 to 1925). 1802 to 1909. We got a historical marker back there we're going to get. Cheeseway. Huh. That's a pretty neat little name. You don't see that anymore. This is their family plot. Let's walk on the side of them. They're sinking in. Alright, cold-hearted and Whitley and Pregonsis of 37th Regiment of Benjamin by the permission of religious organization, his friends and his relatives admired the partnership and the staff that, who is this? That's one thing we look up. Samuel Fulkerson. Washington County volunteer. He was in the Civil War. What's over here? I'll be damned. Okay, well, there it is. He's in the Civil War. There's the marker. Confederate. Look how old this fence is. Wow. Boy, she's brittle. Want to see if the gate closes? Gibson is the last name. Yep. Gibson White's grocery stores. Right there. Right there in Bristol, Virginia. Looks like we got a gopher on some graves. A little chewing gum will go a long way for them. Here's one with a sheepcloth on it. McGillen. Okay. Dummy. Last name Dummy. John Dummy. Born 1789. Died March 10th, 1853. Last name D-U-M-M-Y. Dummy. Okay. There's a done. Who's this little... Man, this guy's over here all by himself. Oh, let's check this out. Got two of them. One there and one there. Hey, we ain't gonna forget about you, buddy. A little kid. Look at that. Ain't that a shame? They pile them up like trash. This is what happens when you die. Your headstone's removed and stacked up like a piece of shit. This is why we do what we do on YouTube. And everybody gets scared, say it's haunted and all this. But it's not, and that just fell over. That right there was standing up just a while ago. But it's a little kid too. Forget. They know No family. No fresh graves. No markers. Nothing. Wow. There's one right there. Patton. Let's go over there. That's been recently visited. It's got little houses on it for Christmas. Ain't that neat? Look at that. Patton. Santa Claus. Sorry about the glare, folks. But, you know, what makes me mad is they're all being forgotten. Long lost. We're going to go up here to this big pylon up here. We're going to see what it's all about. Sailor. Headstones being yanked up, being forgotten. Family paid for the plots. Look at this, there's some perfect stones out here. And what makes me mad is they start digging up stuff and they never put it back. Look at all them gravestones right there. You want me to show you? I'll probably get my channel yanked, but I don't give a shit. See all them gravestones? They're all going in the trash in this historical graveyard. See it? Right there. See? That's what it's all about. Trash. Land. Money. But they can't leave the dead alone. Now let's go over here and take a little gander in this pile right here. We're gonna get a town in trouble. This is Abington. If you think this is discrimination, you go ahead and you call Abington Mayor in Abington, Virginia. This is where we're at. Look at all this crap. Their family paid for all this. Look at this shit. And it got a damn cone on top of a grave marker. Look at this shit. Now where's the gravestone at? Oh, that's right. It's over there like a piece of shit. See it? On the other side of the tree. I'll show you. See it? Right there. So you know when we get buried, you know that we're going to be forgotten. Guaranteed. Because your family will stop visiting, and it's a proven fact. As many graveyards as I've done over the years on YouTube, last 5 years. I've been active since 2005. I was one of the original ones on the YouTube platform, but I just never did upload because I didn't know how at that time because I was young. I was like 31. I was already in California. But yeah, all these people right here are long gone. And you know, we're going to be forgotten. You know what breaks my heart? Is if you know you got a cousin, they don't want to come and visit. If he's high up on the food chain, you know, announce it. Announce it on Facebook. Announce it to your family that you're going to do it. But it takes people like me to have courage to come in here and start talking about it. Me, Sidestep, another one, Hollywood Graveyards. He's basically the boss. And Sidestep Adventures too. 539, me, Scott on tape. We try to keep everybody alive, but you know it's kind of hard. But you know, overall, we keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna love it. And Serenity Sue up there in Ireland, I hope she's watching this video so we can get together. Because there's a lot of historical here from Ireland that she knows the family and I don't. There's a lot of them here that's been forgotten. A lot of rich folks, ain't much poor. You can see by the headstones, they weren't a joke. They had money. I don't know the stories behind every one of them. We're going to go to that mausoleum right there, that little hill right there. But, yeah, what's sad about it is when you've forgotten, people want to run you off, or they want to make fun of you, or they think it's boring. But, hey, we got modern wisdom of America. Look at this. 1854 to 1917. Nancy Blackwell. There were some Blackwells in Fowler, Indiana, that's for sure. But, you know, to me, these people, they don't need to be forgotten. There's a cabin right up here. But we'll go check it out. There's Davison. There's one, Keller, with a plaque. Let's go see what he's all about. Sergeant. And he ain't got no marker neither. Look at this. No American Legion marker. Company K, 37, Volunteer Infantry, 1833 to 1911. Confederate Army. Forgotten. Look at this. No American Legion marker or nothing. And we got American Legion members that are my age and a little bit up. Most of them in their 70s are dead, and 80s. And you mean to tell me they can't get off the can, put flags up like this one right here. They made sure they put that one up. I'll blow it up. But they can't do all of them. See, look it, right there. Right there. And you mean to tell me that they can't put markers up? And I'm an American Legion member. You believe this crap? Let's go see what we got here in the hole. Revolutionary War. Are you serious? 1875 to 1782. Revolutionary War. This is my 5th one. Look at there. Revolutionary War. Another Confederate Army right here, right beside me. Revolutionary War again. 1749 to 1834. Thank you, sir. John Hunt Morgan. And there's the old Morgan cabin. That'd be this dude right here. John Hunt. That's his cabin right there. Revolutionary War. 1875 to 1783. There's that. I'll blow it up a little bit. General Morgan funeral was procession of 3 mile long from Arlington to Episcopal Church for his service of Sinking Springs Cemetery. Morgan was removed a few days later and taken to Richmond, Virginia, where he laid at the state capitol, was placed in a vault in the Hollywood Cemetery after the military funeral in 1968. Then remains were buried in the family plot in Lexington Cemetery in hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. John Morgan. Right there. There's his gravestone. It's still open. Nope, locked. We tried. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. And you know we're going to be forgotten. There's no ifs, ands about it. People are going to destroy stuff, tag stuff, discriminate. All this hatefulness in this world is pretty well much gone. It's unknown Confederate soldiers who died. Unknown. You see that? Well, we'll go up there. And the main issue is that I hope one day we never all be forgotten. Okay? Nobody wants to be forgotten. Nobody wants to die, but it's just the way things are. And this is why we do what we do on YouTube. And I love history, always will. My sister, on the other hand, she's a real estate agent. Pike and Pike Realtor. If you want to buy a house in Los Angeles, go see Pike and Pike. And tell her brother sent her. Call out 25. Okay, we got a long list. Okay, Confederate soldiers. Let's go up. William Fletcher Anderson, Brigadier General. J.D. Floyd, Captain Baldwin, Captain Barr, Colonel Blackford, W.C.W. Buckley, Sergeant John A. Butte, Dr. E. Campbell, Major C.J. Campbell, Colonel D.A.F. Campbell, Clark,